For more about all of this, we are joined again tonight by Michael Wahid Hanna. He is a fellow at the Century Foundation and a former Fulbright scholar. Welcome back.
Thanks very much.
As we heard, the Pentagon's downplaying this uptick of violence inside of Iraq. What do you think?
Well, I mean, this involves tragic loss of life, but I don't think it's unexpected. In fact, the Prime Minister of Iraq, Nouri al-Maliki, and U.S. military leaders have warned that this might be the case, that as we approach the June 30th deadline for U.S. forces to withdraw outside of Iraqi cities to bases outside the city limits, that this would be a very symbolic date, and that the insurgency or the remnants of the insurgency would be taking advantage of this to make political hay.
Well, is this one group? Is this several groups? Is it religious-based, politically based?
It's difficult to know. There are nationalist groupings. There are Al-Qaeda in Mesopotamia, which is a more religiously focused group. But there are still groups, and they're trying to
Shia and Sunnis?
Well, these are attacks against Shiite civilians for the most part, and so you get back to the motivation behind them, and these groups are trying to perhaps foment sectarian violence. This has been perhaps the overarching strategic goal of these attacks. It has not happened so far. We haven't gotten back into tit-for-tat Sunni Shiite violence that precipitated a sectarian civil war in 2006, 2007. And of course, they are trying to undermine the government of Iraq and their ability to portray themselves as providing security and normalcy for their people. And
what do you think is the ability of the Iraqi security forces to provide the security?
Well, I mean, they're vastly improved from where they were in previous years. They have been under training with the United States military, and this withdrawal out of the cities is not something sudden. This has been happening gradually, and Iraqi forces have more and more been in the lead. So this is a much more capable force, but they lack very specific capabilities in terms of logistics, air support, perhaps some intelligence platforms. And so U.S. forces continue to play a very important role.
Well, that begs the next question. If the U.S. forces are sort of going back to their bases inside of Iraq, what will they do from here on out?
Well, their interaction with Iraqi security forces is governed by the U.S.-Iraq Security Agreement. And this first stage now that we're hitting to move outside of the city, they will still continue to play a role, but it will be dictated more so by Iraqi initiative. Iraqi forces will likely take the lead role in terms of securing the cities. If they do need help in terms of a precipitate crisis or other situations or even patrolling, they do have the option of calling U.S. forces in. But the U.S. role will be more circumscribed, and it will be defined much more so by the needs of the Iraqi security forces and government.
And with only the seconds we have left, what do you think the reaction of the Iraqi people is to seeing these Americans sort of withdrawn from the street?
Well, it's mixed emotions. I mean, it's a very, Nouri al-Maliki declared June 30th something of a public holiday, and it's an important sort of milestone for Iraqi sovereignty. But there is some trepidation as to the ability of Iraqi forces to actually keep people safe.
Michael Wahid Hanna, thank you.
Thank you.